Hi guys, I have a St. Patrick's Day eye look for you today that I thought I would share. I just thought it would be kind of fun. I know several other people are doing it, but I just thought I'd do my own little spin on it. I actually have not watched anyone else's, to be honest, because truthfully, we don't go out for St. Patrick's Day, so it's not really something I was thinking about, but then I was like, oh, it might be kind of fun just to create something and share it with you guys. So in case any of you guys do go out, or even if you're just having like a little family party or whatever, like just kind of fun to be festive. So that is what I'm doing. So as you can see, I always close the wrong eye. That's helpful. Look guys, do you like the look? Oh Lord. Anyway, so this is the eye look that I created and I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'm just going to jump right in. And I'll be kind of chatty as I do this and I'll show you the products that I used. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to take I never take the little plastic sheets off, and then when I try to show you guys, they're like falling everywhere. My BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Ultimate Artistry Shadow Palette. I love this palette. I love it, I love it, I love it. I can't say enough about it. If you're looking for a palette that has just like a huge variety of colors and is not super expensive, like I think regularly this is like $15.99 maybe on their website, but they have sales all the time. And so, yeah, it's a totally good deal. And the shadows are really good. Okay, so I'm going to just take this color here and just do a quick little sweep over the entire area just to create a base for my colors. Simple, simple. All right, next up, I am going to take my Bad Habit Aura palette. And I'm just going to use actually one color out of this today, and it is this super bright yellow up here called Energy. So I'm going to take that, and there is quite a bit, I don't know, you can probably see the kickback on that. Whoa, I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, it does have quite a bit of fallout, or kickback, but when you're putting it on your eyes, I don't really notice it getting all over the place, so that's good. And we're just going to build this up to create a nice little transition area there. So, yeah, we don't go anywhere for St. Patrick's Day. We don't drink, so obviously that's for whatever reason what this holiday has turned into. And so we don't go anywhere, and we like to stay off the roads because, you know, there's a lot of people drinking and driving those days. So and my oldest son, works at a bowling alley, and he will have to work, and I know I'll be nervous until he gets home, because he won't get home till really late, but just because, not because of him, obviously, but because of the other people on the road, so I hate that. But anyway, okay, so as you can see, I've got it nice, and I went up kind of high there with it. So we're done with that palette, so I'm going to move that right out of my way. Alright, so next up, I'm going to take, let me find my brush. I'm going to take this sparkly dark green here, and I'm going to use that to deepen the crease. And I did have to go over it quite a few times to really get it to the depth that I wanted it. But anyway, yeah, so instead of going out, I've never done this before, and I have no idea why. Well, I do know why, because corned beef is kind of expensive, so it's like something that I never really have been like, oh, let's spend the money on it. And it's also one of those things, like, I think it's so dang good, but then I'm like, okay, my youngest is a little bit picky, however, not usually with meat, so, but whatever, who knows what excuses I've had in the past that we haven't done it. But I told my husband this year, I'm like, I really want to do, you know, like an Irish dinner type thing. So we got corned beef and cabbage and potatoes, and I got carrots, and then this is not Irish at all, but I found this recipe we like stuffed baked apples. I haven't made them in quite a while, actually. So when I saw it, I was like, ooh, yeah, that sounds good. And this one has coconut flakes in it. So I'm like, ooh. So I'm excited to make that and try it out. Maybe I will do a video and kind of show you guys the process of making it and whatever, because that's kind of a fun thing that like anybody can do. But yeah, so that's what we're doing. We're just having yummy food and staying home, and we'll probably play games, which another video I want to do is of I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on with my voice. Is of some like what our favorite games are as a family that we like to play. We're like big time game players. My husband and I play games together all the time, even when our kids don't want to. So, but okay, that I think is enough. So I've built up that crease area. Now I'm going to take. I've got all my brushes in front of me, and I still managed to not be organized. I'm going to take this e.l.f. concealer brush with my BH Studio Pro concealer, and this is in the shade 100.5. They don't have color names, it's just numbers, which I kind of hate when they do that, but whatever. And I'm just going to squeeze it up because it's in this type of a applicator. Squeeze it up and get a little on my brush here. And then I'm going to kind of carve out, I don't want to say a cut crease because I don't know if that's really what I'm doing. I feel like more so I'm just creating a really good base for my shadow to stick to and show up. And I apologize if I sniff during this video. I don't know what my problem is. Oh, I'm making a mess. But when I do my eye makeup, it makes my nose drippy, like every time. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I get it when you're like, you know, tweezing your eyebrows or something, like that it makes your eyes water and your nose run or whatever, but why when I'm doing my eye makeup does my nose want to run? I don't get it. So I'm trying very hard not to sniff because I don't want to be gross. I mean, that's not really high on my list of things to be gross, so. Alright. So, not perfect, but you get the idea. And it really doesn't need to be perfect for what I'm doing anyway. That's why I won't call it a cut crease, because that I feel like people have to do kind of pretty perfectly to make it really do what they want it to. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take this little NYX single eyeshadow in Golden Poppy, and I don't know why I'm showing you through there, but it's this really pretty yellow color, and it's shimmery. I'm going to take it on my finger. I have found lately that, especially with shimmer shade, but not even, a lot of shades, I prefer the way my finger applies it over a brush. Like, it's just much more vibrant. I'm going to take that and go almost halfway, not quite, like, I guess a third maybe of the way, or slightly over a third of the way, from my inner corner over. And it'll be a little bit messy, it doesn't matter, like, because I'll end up going through and blending it, so. But I want to really pack it on there so you really get the color payout. So that is what I'm doing. And I promise I'm not trying to flip you off. That's just the finger that feels the most natural to apply with. We get it all the way up there on that concealer. All the way down to the lash line. So really make sure you've got that covered. Alright, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, next I'm going to take this light green shimmer here in this BH Cosmetics, and same thing, apply with my finger. Apply. I think I said apply. And I'm doing that kind of right in the middle of the eyelid. So basically what we're doing is creating kind of an ombre effect. Is it ombre? I've always said ombre, but then I hear people say ombre. And then I'm like, oh, am I a moron? I've been saying this wrong the whole time? Chances are decent, but I don't know. But yep, just pack that on there. So you see it nice and bright. It's the name of the game of this eye look. I want it to stand out and be fun. So once we've got that on there, to keep wiping my finger off, I am going to go back into that dark shimmery green that I used to carve out my crease. And again, with my finger, apply it to the outer part of my eye here. I am kind of taking it up a little bit too. Up and out even a little. Like I would if I was applying like to the corner area with a brush, basically, is what you're doing. I think that's pretty good. We'll blend it out with the brush. Alright, so then I'll just take a blending brush and just kind of go along that crease line to clean up where it had been a little crazy in the middle there. Not middle, inner corner. And then just kind of buff this out a bit. Don't want it to be, I'm not gonna lie, it does look slightly patchy, but I don't know, I almost don't really care. Like, just because it is like a fun whatever kind of look, it's not, maybe if I went back in with a brush then over the color, that would help with that a little, but it's not enough where it's bothering me. Okay, so next I am going to take this smudge brush, which I need to clean it off from the last time, and go into that same dark shimmer shade here, and we are going to take that all along here, but only about 2/3 of the way. I like to make sure to bring it in here to kind of meet up. Okay, then I'm going to clean that off with my color switch here. And then go into the green. The light green. And we're going to do that last like third of the inner eye. Or whatever, the last third of the lower lash line. Got it. Ooh, took me a minute. And kind of meet those together. So just sort of rub them into each other there. And can you guess what I'm going to do next? I still wipe my hand on my brushes on my hands, even though I have the color switch now. It's like such a habit. Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this little tiny brush because I just like it for this. And I'm going to go back to my little golden poppy shade here. And I'm going to take that in the inner corner. So like we had the ombre effect of the yellow, light green, dark green on top, we have yellow, light green, dark green on bottom. Shocking. But you couldn't have figured out that I was going to do that. As we well know, if you watch my channel, I am no makeup artist, and I basically just fly by the seat of my pants most of the time. And if it turns out, it turns out, and if it doesn't, oh well. But that's usually why I do one eye and see if I like it before I do a video and show you guys. That way if I don't like it, I'm like, okay, no. Or don't do a video. Okay, so that's it. Oh, no, I'm not done with that. I'm going to take that same little brush and that golden poppy Just get a little, or we're just gonna go up there on the brow bone just to add a little shimmery brightness. Okay, so now I am done with eyeshadow, and I'm just going to, sorry for that noise. So what I'm going to do next is curl my lashes. I love, 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 love. I should have showed you close up what my eyelashes look like before I curl them, and then what they're like after, because I think I've mentioned before, I don't know if the lash curler I had before just wasn't very good or what, or if this one just really is that good. It's from the Creme Shop. Oh man, this thing does wonders for my eyelashes. I mean, like, without mascara, can you see how, like, I don't know, I'm like amazed by how well it like lifts and curls my lashes. Okay, but before I put mascara on, I am going to take this Wet n Wild waterproof black eyeliner, and I'm going to, no, I'm not poking my eye out, it'll look like it, but line the inside of the upper lash line, tight line, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm going to tight line it. Which does amazingly darken up that area. I love it. And then, if you watch my channel, you'll know I never do this. I usually always use, that was my first sniff. I made it that far without a sniff. Go me. Anyway, no, I won't be able to stop. But I always use the NYX Wonder Pencil in nude, I think it is, or light or something. I don't know. But anyway, to tight line in my waterline. And because I like for my eyes to be more open, and I feel like if I tight line with black, it like closes them in. But for today's look, that is exactly what I'm doing. Alright, so that is that. Now I'm going to apply a coat of mascara. And you know this girl always does 2 coats of mascara. Usually even on like super minimal makeup days. I think mascara is like your best friend for making you look like awake and sort of put together or something. And I do want to say I was really excited. My husband is so sweet, and at Christmas time, or like before, a little before Christmas, I had pointed out this display of this Colossal Big Shot Maybelline mascara, and was like, oh, I want some of that, whatever. Well, for Christmas, he bought me some, which was so sweet, and he put it in my stocking, but he didn't buy me a waterproof one. And oh man, like, I cannot wear mascara that isn't waterproof. It will be all over. My skin is too oily, I think. And even with good like primer and stuff, it ends up like up on my lids or whatever up here. So I'm like, oh, you know, like, I didn't want to tell him that though. And so I've had it in my drawer and been thinking, like, what should I do? Should I use it where I like use the non-waterproof one first and then do a layer of waterproof? Like, you know, whatever. So yesterday I was like, you know what? I have to make a couple stops places, and I had to go get blood drawn and stuff. And so I was like, I'm going to go see if I can exchange this. Like, I don't have a receipt or anything, and I actually didn't even know where he bought it from. But I had to run to Walmart, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the second layer. Coat, whatever. And so I decided to take it with me and just see. So I took it into customer service, and I said, I want the same thing, just waterproof, but I don't have a receipt. I didn't know if I could exchange it. And the girl's like, oh yeah, go ahead, go grab what you want and just bring it back. And thankfully there was like no line, which is miraculous also, but it's probably because I went in the morning. And totally exchanged it with no problem. So I got another of this exact same one because I love this mascara. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think it's amazing. And right now, for some reason, I've got a couple little eyelash hairs here that don't want to cooperate. They want to stick together and be jerks. Whatever. Good enough. So, this is my completed St. Patrick's Day eye look. Just something simple and fun. And actually I thought I'm going to do this and then I'm going to wash it off because I have places to go today. But I'm like, you know what? I might just wear this because it's close to St. Patrick's Day and it's not like super obnoxious, ridiculous or anything. So I might just wear this. Oh, I did last time too, take my powder brush here and just kind of swipe off in case there's any little glittery fallout. Oh, and my nose is gonna drip. And that's a try time. Yeah, so there it is. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see for other, like, you know, holiday type things or different events, if you have an event coming up that you'd like to see an eye look for or something like that, please let me know and I would be happy to do those videos for you. I'm like excited to like, I think I'm fairly creative, but I'm not super creative. And so like, I love input from you guys. If you have ideas for things, I would love to. I mean, it could end up being a total disaster, but then that's just funny, right? So why not? Why not do it? So yeah. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I hope that you will. And if you already are a subscriber, I think you're awesome. I love you. I'm so thankful for you. And so thank you. And please make sure to click that notification bell so that you never miss any of my upcoming videos. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day. And be safe. Don't drink and drive. If you're going to drink, get a taxi. Have a friend who's a DD. Something. Like, call anyone. I guarantee people would rather you wake them up in the early morning hours to come and get you than have you be on the roads endangering yourself or other people. Because let me tell you, I have absolutely no, I don't want to say compassion because it sounds really awful, but I'm not sure how to say it. But people who drink and drive and endanger the lives of other people makes me like beyond furious. Like, beyond furious. So please don't be one of those people. Just have fun and be smart and be safe. Thank you guys so much. Bye.